If you give me your phone, I can. Oh, look, are you friends with Vinny? Yeah, can you share it to his Facebook page? Just so his mates can see it. Just getting the light here for us. Just over here, lads. Hello, everyone. My name's Vinny Calabrese. Just like to welcome Danny Stone and Rocky Hammond, who keeps pretending his name's Ricky for some reason and confusing the hell out of me. Welcome to Sydney.
Hey.
Welcome to City Heroes, Dan.
Thanks, mate. Never been here before.
So anyway, this matchup between New South Wales and Western Australia, whose idea was it?
Danny's.
Is that true, Danny?
Yeah, it was mine.
Okay, so Danny has challenged Rocky from Western Australia, and how much are you playing for?
500 ahead.
So that's 500 West Australian dollars versus 500 New South Wales dollars. What's the exchange rate there, Rick?
I think WA, we hold the backbone of Australia, so I think the exchange rate's a bit more.
So worth a shitload more, yeah, okay. All right. So, and you guys are playing 9-ball. What's the race to?
15.
Race to 15, and you're giving Rocky how many stars? He's never played this game before.
He's given me a 6-star.
6-frame start. Confident, Dan?
I offered boy, I didn't want to take it, so it's good, man.
And so, what I understand is you're playing the 3-point rule. They're actually playing off scratch, everyone. This guy's way too good. They're playing the 3-point rule. They're using the Aramis balls, which means that when they break, 3 balls are going to pass the head string, or one's got to go in a pocket and 2 balls pass the head string. They're going to use the 9 on the dot, so no soft breaks. You've got to smash them up. Are there any other rules? Okay, so 9-ball off the break, we're going to re-spot it because it's a bit lame. Also, there are no 1-9 combos. If you do a 1-9 combo, the 9 gets re-spotted again for the same reason. No 1-9 combos. Yeah, it's the same reason as a 9 off the break. So no, you can do a 1-9 combo, but the 9 gets re-spotted. Yeah. Okay, they're playing off scratch. And alternate break. So, have you actually had any experience with this game?
No.
None whatsoever. I find that a little bit hard to believe, but as we all know, Rocky is from Western Australia. We'll welcome him here to City Heroes and Sydney, and we wish them both the best of luck.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
Good luck, guys. And they're off.
Leanne. All right, we're starting. So we're about to commence here, guys. Danny looks like he won the leg. I'm not sure on the particulars. Rocky, just one second, mate. What's the format? Winner breaks, race to what, for how much? Alternate breaks, race to 15. They're playing 9-ball. 500 a man, and no early 9s and no 9 off the breaks.
Wow, that's pretty harsh.
It's just like 10 ball, but you can flute. Yeah. And
Pretty much the same.
no, well, there's no flukes.
Pretty much the same as 10.
No, you're allowed to flute.
Oh, flutes?
You
No
can-
combinations.
Yeah, which is much well. Yeah. Okay, Leanne. Yeah, Kerry said she'll give you a few frames because, but she wants to watch Rocky for a bit. Joey's here. I'm not sure. She's on the microphone with me. Oh, okay. So yeah, Kerry said she'll give you a few frames. I think Annie's around somewhere. Is Annie still here?
We've got Danny running out now. It's,
Off the break.
it will. It's a great run out actually. It was a bit lucky on the 6 to be fair, but it's a great run out.
Oh, what a shot. He's got off to a great start. Break a run for a play. You just go get food, yeah? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you went home. You're going to watch
First
this
frame
home?
for Danny there, and we've got alternate breaks, so we've got Rocky breaking next. The guys are, well, Danny, Kim used to tell me, don't count the chickies before they hatch. So don't count your chickies before they hatch. You did a great run out. Let's keep it going, mate. So you got Rocky from Western Australia, and you've got Danny from Western Sydney, New South Wales playing. And
Playmore, Eds, yeah, some of the best areas. Amber Jail, Eagle Jail.
it's very hard commentating on the mic when Vinny is here because Vinny likes to hang on to the mic. So I'm going to pass it through to Vinny and then he'll do his thing. Here you go.
Alrighty, there was a great start there from Danny, a break and run. And
I see another one.
I don't think the two's on here, but
For the 8 on this one, can they do combinations?
Yeah.
Even though it's not 9 combination.
yes, you can, yeah. And you don't have to call it either. So these guys are playing a slightly what word am I looking for?
Slightly different. That's what I mean.
Hello, John. Yeah, Danny and I would be a good match. Coming weeks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is looking like it's going to be a run out. All the balls are open and I don't see any troubles here. Unless he has a foul with his gold chain on the 8 ball. Oh, that was nice.
That was a great shot. Great shot from Rocky there. He's having some problems with his Adidas. Throwing up a couple of cans. Great shot from Rocky.
Yeah, it was a great shot. He was probably a bit too straight, so I had to screw up and down the table to get nicely on the 6. So yeah, I reckon he should really tuck his gold chain in or he's going to really make a foul, I think.
Yeah, I think we need to tell him that. I mean, we're not supposed to be friendly, although they're playing for money, but it's still a friendly game.
So it looked like it's 1-1 in about 2 minutes. So Kerry. He nearly found the black. All right. Yes, John, you're probably one of the best players I've ever seen. And yeah, you're a great player.
Come down, John. Let's see you.
Nah, John's in England.
Oh, alright. You still come down. We've got another John. The indignity of covering his gold chain. Well, John, you know, like it's Rocky is English, isn't he?
Who?
Rocky.
He is.
Yeah, Rocky's English, hence the gold chain. I do find a lot of... He's going for that jump shot now. I think Vinny had something with garlic to eat for dinner.
I had a garlic turd.
So we've got ball in hand for Danny here. If Danny goes on with the same pace, is the 7 on behind the 2?
You mean it's the 2 on?
Yeah, no. Is he going to go for a
Up there?
combination? Probably a
I think the
combination.
two's
Oh, he's
on.
going to try to...
The two's on.
Oh, is it? On the middle, yeah. It is. Well, the way Danny's played it. It's obviously on. Here's going to go. Danny plays this the way he played his first frame. That's definitely going to run out.
I reckon he will. He's such a talent, Danny. It's just, I've been trying to get him to sort of, like, such potential, take the game a bit more serious, and, you know, but he's, I don't know, he's a bit of a shame because he's such a very bag full of potential. And you know why? Again, the same reason why Joey's such a good player. Because I taught him.
I'm not going to say anything to that.
Well, he was already a good player, you're just better.
Oh, that's a bit of a harsh landing on the 7. I need to cut that down the table. That's not an easy cut. That is a great ball. Done. Danny's doing it. Well, Vinny, you know what? We all know you're such a great player. And everything. And I think everybody learns from everybody in here. Like, you might see somebody doing a shot that you would not even think of, and then you learn from it. That's Danny runs out this frame. This is a very quick game. It's going to be really good. We've got a lot of people watching this game actually.
Yeah, and it's worth the watch too. Wow, basically two full runouts.
John Chapman, yeah, we'd love to see you here. So whenever you do come to Australia, let us know. So
We'll get you some money games, mate.
yeah, and we'll meet up in Sydney for us. Kieran, we haven't seen Kieran here for a while as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Kieran, you're right, mate. This is quick and fast games like you and I played. He's a quick player, Kieran.
I'm not sure what Jay Thomo was talking about. You can push then. Well, the only time you can push is the only time you can actually push is after.
Yeah, he could have pushed out. He didn't realise.
Yeah, the only time you can actually push is the first shot after the break.
Was that the first one?
That would have been the first shot.
So he could have pushed.
Yeah,
I think he wanted to go for the pot.
he wanted to try the pot. I'm not quite sure if Rocky knows the rules. We're going to make sure.
For the pot.
Yeah, but we're going to make sure that he knows that he could have pushed out, because Rocky, obviously, as we said, that he's a two-shot player. He's not very familiar with American rules just quite yet. He's been playing a lot of American pool lately, and look at that break.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. He's got to be on the 3. He is on the 3. That goes.
That's as good as a break you can hope for.
We've got Kerry over here as well. Kerry's joining us, as you said, from Western Australia. Hey, Kerry. What do you think about 9-ball, as far as 9-ball with all the rules, and how big of a difference is it to two-shot? Because given that Rocky is a two-shot player, how big of a difference do you think it is?
It's far less complicated. The rules in this game are pretty straightforward and basic. He doesn't seem to have any trouble adapting at all. He's an excellent cueist. Seems to judge the pace so well for somebody that comes off napped cloth. So.
It's amazing how Look at that. I mean, that's a perfect shot. You can't do better than that. I mean, you got landed perfect on the 8. You got a bit of angle for the 9. That's actually perfect. There we go. Now, this is probably the fastest game that we've seen since Vinny played his. That's actually perfect. It's such a good game. This is going to be worth watching. The guys are racing to 15 again, just reminding everybody. They're playing 500. 500. I'm not sure if they're just playing one set. I think they are.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Water. So we've got the scores is now 2-2. The guys have just started playing, literally just started playing. It's one of the fastest games that we've seen so far. Another break over here from Danny, but he misses his break for the first time. The one is not in a perfect position there. The one is just for some reason Vinny likes to hear himself talking. I don't, so I'm just gonna lower the volume of this telephone if I can find, because obviously we don't know much about phones. I have no idea about phones. It's not like I work with them or anything. We've got John Chapman from England. John Chapman, yeah. I think you would find any game you would want to play over here. English ball, snooker. I'm pretty sure you'll be fine at American pool, given what I heard Vinny say about you. And we've got Chris Smith supporting Danny over here. Chris, we haven't seen you yet down here. Waiting for you at the pool hall. Some great pool happening over here on this table. Rocky's going to go for that one. Obviously, it's on from the way he's standing. It's a bit hard to see these angles in particular, but that's absolutely perfect. Landing on the 2. This is going to be such a great game, and it's going to be really quick. I mean, we're already 2-2. We've just started. Danny's trying to concentrate as much as he can on this game. Standing right next to us, listening to what we're saying. I'm going to try to keep my voice as low as possible so I don't distract any players. Well, if you can hear us, people, we've got 24 viewers. Give a shout out. Let's see what you're thinking. Give us your thoughts about the game, and it's good. It's good to see everybody interact in this. And we've got the everything happening over here. We've got on the other tables still going. The boys. We've got Raymond and Justin having a game, and Rocky goes on the 3, lands on the 4. Perfect. Now this is might be a bit tricky now. It might have been a bit straight because Rocky looks like he's going to go for just a bit of side just to manage to cut that 5 in. Ooh, he misses that 4. It wasn't such an easy shot. But 4 lands, well, in an awkward position. It's not very easy to go in for the 5. He's going to go for the 5 for sure. There we go, the 5, and he misses it. That's not very easy to go for. Kit Kats. We've got a Kit Kat playing, I guess. Oh, hi, Kylie. Yes, I recognize Kylie. How you doing, Kylie? I think I know who Kit Kat is now. Danny's got a bit of a crowd over here. That's a good shot. I think, I'm not quite sure. Does it look like it's on, that one? It looks like it's on. He's just, oh, he's got the 5 to go. Sorry, misread that. I thought it was a 6. Go, Billy. Oh, very, very thin. This might be a bit tricky now. It's perfect. So you could just go back up to the 7 on this one with Rocky. I don't know how Rocky knows how to do all this, to be very honest. He's such a great 2-shot player. Obviously, you can see him. That's a very unlucky hit on the 8. It snookered him. Rocky might go for a jump shot on this one. I'm not quite sure what he's thinking just yet. is looking to go from behind the 7 onto the rail, probably trying to put the 7 in the pocket in the top left corner. Yeah, he's going to go from the back. Reconsidering that one. It was a bit unlucky for the touch of the 8 there. It just snookered him completely on the ball. He can't even see that ball at all. Got so much happening down here in the City Heroes. Oh, he misses that one. That's a bit unlucky because most likely Danny's going to run out on this one. We've got 2-2 score. The guys are racing again to 15. Perfect landing for Danny. Goes on the 8. Puts the 8 and goes back around for the 9. These guys are just playing amazing pool. It's beautiful to see such good game. Oh, Danny misses that one. Strangely enough, it's a bit I would have expected him to finish there, but Rocky's going to go on the 9 now. He's probably going to try to put that 9 down on the pocket. There, that's it. That's Rocky's game. 3-2 for Rocky. Rocky's break. The guys again are playing race to 15. This is going to be a really quick game. I mean, the first 5 frames were like 10-15 minutes max. That was such a big. It's one visit for every guy. We've seen. I mean, such good pool. It's great to be sitting here and watching these guys play. And then when you play under all these, you know, everything going on around you, it's a big money game. It's the boys are trying to do their best on the tables. It's all that pressure adds up, and the fact that they can actually still perform the way they're performing is just amazing. Obviously, Rocky has had a very big experience on, you know. Both of the guys over here, I don't think, I'm not quite sure, I'll double check with the guys, but I think both of the guys over here have only played national tournaments and stuff like that. So the level of experience, the level that they're performing at is just remarkable. The breaks that they're doing, we've got Rocky breaking over here. The one is not very, it's a bit hard to see, but I don't think you can double the one on either pockets. I think most probably Rocky's going to go for a safety shot on this one. Danny Stone needs to get off the phone, get on the table. We're going to make him do that. Bring the bacon, Jake says. This is Jake, Danny's brother. And we're going to make Danny get off his phone now. Alright, I just said to Danny to get off his phone. He's got to concentrate. He's got to give it all his best. Rocky's performing like a very high level. You got to be 100% into this. It's a good safety shot. It's not easy. It's not completely snookered. It's just.
How is Danny Stone commenting?
Yeah, Danny. I just told Danny to get off his phone actually because the Rocky's performing a very high level. You can't be on your phone in times like this one. It's a very serious game, very tight. So Danny just missed. Vinny just came back. Danny just missed a 9.
I've seen it.
Yeah, that was not something that you would want to miss, especially in a tight game like this. And
Played it wrong though, I reckon.
well, it was a bit. He landed perfect on the 8 with a bit of angle. He just went behind the 9.
Well, yeah.
He didn't have to go all around the table.
No, it did. It was fine. But he rolled it in for me. I'd like to stun it in. You just always give it a better hit for a stun shot. But nonetheless, it was an easy shot.
Well, I think even if you rolled that in, Vinny hates rolling balls, and I personally not love it, but I sometimes that was a good shot. That's a perfect snooker from Danny's side. We got Rocky thinking now.
He's a tough snooker.
Hello, Kate. We didn't see you. Kate, I haven't seen you these few nights. Come down. Let's see you. I'm probably going to see you tomorrow, so it's going to be exciting. But, yeah, we want to see you. Probably we'll set up next money game, you and I. It's time for that.
Well, he ended up hitting the one, but after he hit two other balls first, so that's a foul.
A foul, and there's a ball in hand for Danny. Danny is going for. I'm not quite sure if the two is on. He could have just went around it and back for the two to take it in the same pocket.
Yeah, I probably would have done
I would have done that too. I thought when he was racking behind it, I thought he was just going to throw back or something like that. But strangely enough, he did not. That's a perfect snooker. Yeah, that's a perfect snooker on two from the six. It's a bit hard to see. You can't even. It's very, very hard to jump that even. So you won't be able to jump that. Yeah, Kate, definitely. We should set up a match. Yeah, for sure. Vinny, we've got John Chapman asking any chance of a text back. Did he text you and he did not answer? Well, Vinny never
John, you're going to have
answered
to get him in contact with my manager these days, mate. I'm flat out.
his personal assistant.
I'm just, personal assistant. So
He's
you
been
can,
playing money games like crazy.
you
so
can
he
hit
can't-
me up on my website, on my Snappagram, my Insta chat, and my Facebook space.
We've got Danny on the two now. Rocky played a great safety shot as well. So this game is getting very, very, very interesting because these guys are playing great pool. Slam behind the six there and just six.
Hey Costa, are you with Billy Kit Kat?
A bit of his two shots coming out on this one.
Yeah, he's been very good at the tactics, Rocky Wood. In that game, it's very well. Yeah, it's a very tactical. Well, more so.
Vinny had so much garlic that I can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call Chemo. We need two microphones. Yeah, Annie likes it. It seems that it's sweet for her.
All she's smelling is the beat.
It's probably sweet for Annie. Oh, what a great cut. Beautiful cut there. And then he lands perfectly on the four with a bit of angle to go down back on the five. He's probably going to go on the five to the middle pocket. Oh.
They're about evens now with the two easy misses.
Well, I think at this point in the game, it's missing easy shots. Rocky was obviously concentrating on the position, and as we said, Rocky's not an American pool player, and it just get a bit hard for him to do thinking of the position, doing the pots, doing all that.
That's nice.
It's all
Two
that it
push-ups.
takes over here, and you know when you're playing 9-ball, it's all that it takes. One miss, that's it. These guys are doing
So he
just.
showed Danny.
These guys are doing one visit a table. This one's been 2 visits. That's for Danny. 3-3. This is going heads up for the boys.
How are you? Good to see you. I'll see you too.
Got Leanne.
We've got all the girls down here. They could form their own team in a minute. We've got all the girls down here, keen, taking everyone's money, taking each other's money.
We're gonna try to get as much girls as we can in these tournaments. It's awesome to see women playing in this game rather than just boys. You know, because it's not a boys' game. Everybody seems to misunderstand that this is not a man's game. The only reason why men used to play this game more than women is because a long time ago, when women were not as equal as men as they are now, men had the chance to play more at it. And now that we are exactly as equal, and if everybody has anything else to say about that, that's going to be a problem because you've got a woman commentating now. So we are all very, you know, what's it, race to, Kate? It's race to 15, and just reminding everybody, it's race to 15. The guys are playing $500 a game, a set. I'm not sure if they're going to be playing more than one set, but so far it looks like it's one set race to 15. We don't know if what's going to things are going to change. But Rocky's obviously playing, trying to play a safety shot. It's unfortunate. The table is a bit fast. The cloth is a bit fast as well. It's not as fast as it was at the beginning, obviously, but it's still not 100%. That was a great pot from Danny and so easy for him. It looks so easy, but it's not really easy. That was a hard pot.
There we go. Just put it in the description.
Danny goes on the 3.
What a shot that was.
It should be. That was a good shot because it landed straight on the 2. You need a option. It's us swimming against the world. We're going to try to do as much as we can for this game. Ooh, that's a bit. That was a bit risky, I think. I landed almost. We've got a bit of angle on the 6 to get back up on the 7. He's going to do a little screw back. Ooh, that's perfect. He can go down from the 7 to the 8. That's going to be easy for Danny to do. That's the 9 that he missed before. That was exactly the same on the other pocket.
That was actually harder. The 7.
Oh, yeah. Well, Danny's gonna shoot that on the bottom pot. He should be fine. He looks confident. He's confident. He's feeling it. They are both John Chapman. Yes, they're both look very natural. It's actually true, you know. Sometimes pool is just natural on people, isn't it?
Actually, can I have a Johnny? Actually, the fella in the white shirt, Rocky. He's actually from Suffolk. He's been. How long's Rocky been in WA for? 4 years. So Rocky's been in Australia for 7 years, and so he is a 2-shot player. He said he used to play county for Suffolk and Norfolk, I think. More like Norfolk for sure because he's probably inbred. So yeah, so you might have seen before Rocky Hammond.
Well, John, yeah, I mean, Vinny is a very natural player. He is, I don't know about the most natural player. It's either natural or non-natural. But no, I'm just kidding. Vinny's Vinny. I mean, yeah, Vinny, obviously everybody knows that Vinny can get a money game, and obviously we all know why. It's very natural when you're, you know, like Vinny exactly, raised up with the atmosphere around the tables all the time in your life. He's got it in him, even if he does not. Oh, that is. Thanks, Kate. That used to be my job a long time ago.
Thanks, Kate.
But yeah, I know. You prefer me on the mic than Vinny, right, Kate?
Thanks, Kate.
It's not a competition. Danny just went in off in a very strange shot, actually, and this gives Rocky. Well, we've got the 3 and the 9. Sorry, I'm gonna steal the mic now, but we've got the 3 on the 9, and Rocky, I was actually considering. Well, the guys are playing. Just to remind everybody, the guys are playing no combination on the 9. So even if Rocky pots the 9 after the 3, there is no combination shots. They can play combination shots, but not on the 9. So that's pretty interesting. They twisted up the game a little bit, makes it more exciting. We all know 9 ball is a bit of a, you know, it's the discipline is just a bit different than 10 ball, for that matter, when it comes down to specific shots like that, especially combination shots. Combination shots could be deadly. In a case like this, if Rocky could have played the combination shot, he would have probably potted the 2 and then just went in on the 9. And that's a jump shot. Ooh, a bit unlucky, but that was actually a great shot from Danny.
Danny would be annoyed with that because he is actually one of the best jump players I've seen going around. He's very good with the jump cue. Yes, 500 a man.
James, all the way from Adelaide. We got to see you soon, James. It's been such a long time. Hopefully we'll see you. We've got, and actually the end of the month, we've got the Australians happening, the Australian titles. We've got the Scotch doubles and the singles happening in Adelaide. So most probably we're going to meet all the players over there. It's so good to see American pool again happening, although, you know, in different states. It's great. We travel around. We can just, you know, all these pool players, we all know each other interstate, and it's awesome to actually see so many people. 3 3,000 and we will pay airfare. That's definitely Breeze speaking. I remember the guys last week were actually on the mic saying, I think it was one of the boys saying that if anybody of the players wants to, interstate wants to play, especially the men, specifically the men, if they want to play for any big sort of money, the guys will handle. I'm not sure about the airfare, if it was half the airfare. I'm not quite sure, but I think it was, as somebody's saying now, we will pay your airfare. So. Yeah, so James, you can actually come and play for 3,000 minimum. That's big money. That should be fun. Ball in hand for Rocky now. This is a bit dangerous because the 3 is on, 2, 3, 4, 5 should be alright. It's just got to get from this one to the 3, the 3, and then I think he'll be fine. From there on, even the 6 is on. It's lying a bit very close to the rail, but there is a bit of a slightly off the rail, so he can probably put the 6 in the middle pocket afterwards. Good pot. It's a bit too much for the ball. Went straight on the rail. One of the hardest shots. Getting on the 5 is not quite very easy on this one.
Oh,
Whoops.
he's been attacked by a bunch of cues.
And he's been attacked by the cues, as Vinny puts it.
It's hard enough playing against Danny. We've got a game on the next table too.
I'm not really understanding what's going on. Why is everybody angry? Can you let us know what upset you people? We've got something more. See, that's what happens when you lose a bit of your concentration on things like that. Like on small things that happen, just get you out of the mood. He was doing it smooth and then just out of the mood. Huss says, Vinny, stay away. That's all I'm going to read, Huss, for now. Thanks, Huss. It's great to know that everybody's watching this game. People, you got to share with us your thoughts. Tell us what you think about the game. Who do you support? Who are you with? This is obviously Danny running out this one. It's going to be... score is pretty tight. It is. It's 4-3 for Danny.
Yes.
So this one would be a 5-3, but yep, that's it. That's done for Danny. A small mistake like that could cost you a frame, and a frame in this case, especially when you're playing for that big money. Thank you, Chris. That's very nice of you, Chris. We want to see you here again tonight. I've been trying to get Chris down here for a while now, for a few hours, playing for money. We will set a game soon, you know. 2 times Masters player gets free airfare.
Oh yes, half yeah.
2 times Masters player gets free airfare. Who's 2 times Masters player?
James did.
Oh.
The World Cup of pool twice.
Oh,
the singles.
beautiful.
But we just said we're giving free airfare anyway. But
Okay,
Chris is saying
great.
if
So-
you do 2 times Masters, you get free airfare.
We've got James. I think a lot of guys want to see you down here in Sydney. Well, up here in Sydney, to be fair. Is it up? It is. It's up. Adelaide is down.
Well,
It's south. I mean, I'm not Australian, but I do know Australia a lot more than Vinny over here. Geography. South Australia, it's south. Yes, Adelaide is south. Yeah, we want to see you up here in Sydney as well on the tables with the boys. It looks like everybody wants I guess the boys really want, the thing is with this one, you got to get a lot of interstate players because the guys over here, they can play each other as much as they can, but at the end of the day, you need some new players, you need players coming from all over. Rocky over here has, as you can see, he's got ball in hand. I think putting it behind that one is going to be
remember, no
such
early
a...
nines.
No combination on the nines. If he had the option of a combination on the nine, so just reminding everybody, 9 ball, you usually can go for a combination on the 9. He might call the 9. I'm not sure if they decided that if he calls the 9, he can continue. It looks like I think, yeah, it's going to get respotted and he's going to go on the 1. That's what's going to happen. That was a good shot. In normal 9 ball, usually the rules are there is a combination on the 9. You would actually finish, unlike 10 ball. So you can actually do. Tembo has just changed their rules not long ago. Actually, it used to be combination as well, but now 9-ball. The guys are playing it a bit slightly different. No combination on the 9-ball. That's why Rocky went for that ball. It got respotted, and then he put it in the 1, and now he's on the 3. John Chapman is saying he's coming over, so I'm not quite sure if you've got a room for him, Chris and Vinny.
I do, but not for him.
Alright, I'm not quite sure what he means by that. Most probably there's, oh, that's a bit unlucky. That's a bit unlucky from Rocky. The landing on the 3 was not perfect, so it was a bit hard to actually get back on the 4, and he tried to go down on the bottom of the table and then go back up to the 4. That's just a bit unlucky. Danny's gonna, still gets it. It's an unlucky hit, but he still gets it.
I think he's close to 7, right?
He's gonna open it here. Oh, I would have expected him to open it here. Maybe this one actually, or maybe he can take the 6 afterwards and open the 9 and the 7 and the 8 on that. Yep, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna take the 6 with a bit of angle. That's it, and he's gonna open these balls. Just make sure that he's ready for his next shot.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, it's on. It seems that it's on because he didn't need to open it, so it's definitely on. Danny knows what he's doing. He's confident. He looks like he knows what's going on tonight. Big money with the boys. Race to 15. A bit harsh on the 8. I'm not quite sure if you think that is going to touch the 9 or he's going to go around it. He's going to push the 9. Yeah. It's not very easy to do that when you land like that.
He'll be alright.
Oh yeah, he'll be fine on this one. Still a long way to go for the boys. That's a great shot from Danny. 6-3, Danny leading, reminding everybody the guys are playing race to 15. It's 6-3 Danny's way now, and $500 a game, a set. It's still a very long way to go. So score is 6-3. There's 3 difference frame, but that doesn't tell much right now. It's still too early. I think the game is pretty fast. It got a bit tight these couple of frames. The guys have been playing a couple of nice safety shots, beautiful runouts.
Surely everyone can see the scoreboard, can't they?
Well, even if they don't, we need to remind people anyways what the score is. You can't see the scoreboard. That's fine. That's fine, guys. Maybe Grant can't see the scoreboard. That's all good. That's all good, Grant. I'm not sure, Vinny. Double check the scoreboard, make sure that people can see it. Can you let us know, people? Actually, you know what, Vinny? Just let the people let us know. Everybody who's watching, can you see the scoreboard clearly? Do you want us to bring it closer? But I think that's pretty good. Just let us know your thoughts on the scoreboard. Thanks, Vinny, for the scoreboard, by the way.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it.
We didn't.
You start playing.
Oh, that's going to be a bit hard. Well, let's actually.
Someone's on the desktop, they can.
Yeah. Actually, try to ask somebody. Did anybody notice the break? People, everybody who's watching, can you help us on this one? We're going to get the guys to pause for a second. We need somebody to let us know. Did anybody notice the break? Was it a 3-point break? All of the pool players out there, can you just let us know? Was there a 3-point break?
No,
We're going to be waiting for somebody to let us know. Only one went past and one went in, so there's no 3-point. Just to confirm, let's wait for somebody else. We'll wait for somebody else to let us know. Nick as well says no, so it was not. It wasn't a 3. It's an illegal break.
Just we can't see it on the mobile phone, but people at home can read.
So let me just confirm. Rocky, we got 2 people.
2 people have confirmed it.
2 people have said no. Is that good? All right, so we've got two people. No, that's Breeze. So that's Chris, which is a very reliable source. So Chris said that it was not a legal break. So it was an illegal break, and it's Danny's go now.
Yeah, everyone's confirming it now.
Yep. All right, thank you guys. It's great to know that everybody's realizing what's going on, not just opening the window, actually watching what's going on, which is great. Danny's on the 3 now, so the only thing is that 3-point break rule is not something that Rocky is used to, as he's a 2-shot player. He wouldn't really... The breaks have been amazing so far, but yeah, once something like that happens and one of the players knows what's going on.
But I tell you, that's amazing. Everyone's helped out there so promptly, and within seconds we had like everyone's a third ref.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
perfect. That's perfect. You need people to help you out. It's very important, because you people who are watching you're making this happen. So without the viewers on this page specifically, without the viewers on these games, we have, I would say we, as if I'm from here, but yeah, they. But like we're all in this game together, so we got to be all together on this game. We've got Rocky now. He's on the 3. Rocky's on the 3. Just reminding everybody, his score is 6-3. WA, no power. Well, to be very fair, I mean, his breaks have been amazing so far, so we can't really say that. I guess these boys get on each other that way, so I'm not really... Sydney Mardi Gras. Somebody's very excited about Mardi Gras. For all the viewers out there, just let us know what you think.
Hi, Dax.
Let us know what you think about the game. This is Vinny saying his hellos to people.
Dax and I go way back.
Rocky's on the 5 now. It's a bit hard on the 6. Let's see what Rocky's going to do in this case. He's going to go back up and down the table and try to get on the 6, probably in the middle pocket. Oh, beautiful. I'm not quite sure. It was a great shot, but the thing is that I don't think the 6 is on. It doesn't look like it's on. That's a perfect shot. Ooh, very unlucky. That was a bit unlucky. The touch, all the 7, got the cue ball down. Still very early in the game. Saw what's going on. When you foul like that in such a game with high levels, like both of the players, it's most likely that the frame is gone. We'll just see Danny if he finishes this one. Danny's going to finish it for sure. Perfect. Jay, the 9-ball is starting tomorrow. We've got the City Heroes 9-ball titles happening tomorrow. It's not tonight. I'm not sure if it's going to be streamed, but I don't think so.
1 second, we want to clear up a rule I've just been informed on is so there is no 9-ball breaks, and there is no 1-9 combinations, but any other combination after that is permitted. So that's, I thought it was no early 9s at all, but so it's not allowed, no off the break 9s and no 1-9 combinations. Any other combination on the 9, these boys are playing that you win. Just to clear that up.
Yeah, that's good to know. I'm actually, it makes sense when you say that, because, say somebody goes in off on the break, you don't want the other person to just do a combination of 1 and 9 and finish it. And that's another good break from Danny. We've got... We've got Leanne over here. She's one of the best players in New South Wales. She's coming down to have a game. Tell us what you think about these games. Leanne, you're playing tomorrow, 9-ball with us. Hello.
Hello, the 7.5 viewers at home.
Well, we actually have around 40 viewers, Leanne.
Consecutively?
Yes.
Simultaneously?
Yes.
Well, hello, 40 viewers.
They were up to 45 actually. Now that Leanne, what did you do? They're down now. No, we're just kidding. Leanne is playing in the games tomorrow. You're playing tomorrow for sure, 9-ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. She's playing. She's a big supporter of American pool as well. Always playing big tournaments here. And what do you find these guys with 9-ball?
They're very good. I personally like the 1-9 early combination because I can't run out as consistently as these guys. And I'm also not a fan of the pass the head string rule, because I probably will get into trouble doing that break as well. So we'll have to leave those rules out of the women's tomorrow.
It's not an easy break, actually. Surprisingly, tomorrow we might be playing, instead of, obviously we used to play before the 1 on the spot, and the 9 used to go behind, but and now it's 9 on the spot. So that makes it even harder for the 3-point rule. But I think surprisingly tomorrow we are playing 9. We are playing 1 on the spot again, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to go. But 3-point rule should be a bit easier when 1 is on the spot.
Well, we've got to confirm that before playing tomorrow.
Yeah. That would be a good idea. Thanks, Leanne. We've got Rocky breaking now. The score is 8-3 for Danny. This is looking like it's getting a bit further from Rocky. Rocky's breaking his heart out on this one. Good break. And the one... Oh, it's a bit tight, but I think Rocky should do that. I mean, it's not easy, but from his reaction, it looks like it's not on. Let's have a look. We try to find out how, from what they're saying, what they're looking at the ball, we would... Yeah, he's going to go for that one. Yeah, beautiful. Great shot. Great shot for Rocky. We've got 4-5 combination is going to be good, so I think he's going to go for the 2-4-5 combination. It's a bit... I'll suggest that Vinny, you can speak on the mic if somebody's asking you some questions there. You can just let them know. I know I've taken over the mic, but you can still speak a bit. Thank you, Vinny. Well, I'm proud to say that. Yeah, I can't beat you at pool. I can beat you on the mic. Ooh, he tried to double that. What would you have done there, Vinny? I would have taken the 2 down there and just combination 4 and 5. What would you have done?
Yeah, I didn't quite see. It went all a bit quick for me, but it looked like the combo was just on. So I didn't quite see it properly.
There's an awkward landing here for Danny. I'm not quite sure if he can pull this one off. Yep, he does. They're playing 1 on the spot? No, they're playing 9-ball on the spot. It's the proper new break for 9-ball. Whoever doesn't, 9-ball used to be 1 on the spot, just what we were saying, Leanne and I, and now it's 9-ball on the spot, so that makes a lot of difference in the break. It used to be a lot easier, but getting through the 3-point rule when you've got 9 on the spot is not such an easy break. It used to be a lot easier when it was 1 on the spot. A lot of room, and we've got Jonathan here. We got Jonathan here. It's so good to see them. Hey, Jonathan. Come on, Jono, tell us. Hey, Jono.
Hey, how you going, Joey?
It's good to see you come down.
Yeah, same. Well, I was in the chat box just speaking to everyone, and then I saw Kimo talking some shit to me, so I thought, you know what, I will come down, maybe have a game.
Hey, it's good to see everybody down here, isn't it?
Yeah, how's the game going so far? So far, I've missed out on everything.
Well, the game has been very, very tight, actually. The guys started, the first 4 frames were ridiculously quick. I think it was like a couple of minutes a frame, so that was kind of crazy.
Okay. Are they playing a race to 15, are they?
They're playing race to 15. We're 9-3. Danny's up. 9-3 for Danny. And they're playing race to 15, $500. So that's a pretty big game.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen Rocky play 8-ball at all. I've heard he's a pretty nifty 2-shot player. It'd be interesting to see how some of these 2-shot guys go in the American-style pool. never really seen many of the two-shot players coming. Last year they've all started coming, I suppose, but I haven't been around in the past 3 years, so I don't really know.
I haven't seen you in ages, to be fair.
Yeah, I had a bit of a break and then it turned into a bit of an extended break, so... But yeah, it's good to be back and enjoying my pool again.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
We've got Rocky over here, just to let you know. Rocky's one of the best Australian two-shot player. He's a really good two-shot player, and it's so good to see people just changing their disciplines around a bit. You know, pool is pool. Whether you love a table with yellow, green, pink, black, it doesn't matter.
100%. And then when you get these guys that are just naturally good curious or they've put a lot of work into their game, their skills are going to transfer, whether you're talking about two-shot, 8-ball, you know, even in snooker. Like you see a lot of the snooker guys coming and playing pool, and it's no dramas. So these guys put a lot of work in their game, and it really shows.
They've got a lot of skills, professionalism on the table. It's really good. It's really good to watch such good pool happening around. Danny was on a very hard 2-ball. I'm not sure if everybody saw that, but it was a really nice shot. Danny. Nathan is asking about some predator cues. Nathan, you should come down and check it yourself. Is Nathan in Sydney?
Yeah, Nathan's in Sydney. Nathan, you should come down, mate. I was just at home doing nothing. I thought I'd come down, just say hello. Yeah, come down, check it out. I haven't seen you in a long time as well. Why don't you come, mate? I will check for you, though, if you need me to.
We've got Huss telling you, Nathan, they've got 2K. So, there you go. All right, so we've got the Australia's bets watching. All right, so I have not seen who are the viewers or who the viewers are on this game specifically yet, but it seems that we've got James Misfit also watching, one of the best snooker players.
Yeah, I haven't seen James Misfit play, but I've definitely watched a couple of his videos, and definitely nifty play on the snooker table. I'd be curious to see how it'd go with the American style game, but yeah, I'm not sure if he's ever played before.
Not quite sure. I think James, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was the last tournament that he won was the big tournament that they've done, the snooker tournament in Adelaide, I think it was. He won that one.
Just recently?
I'm not sure how long ago, maybe a few months back.
Oh, okay, yeah, so fairly recently.
James, if you can hear us, let us know your thoughts about this game. And it's so good to see so many great players watching this game. It's very interesting.
32 viewers as well. It's getting up there. It's good.
We got to a point where it was like 45 or something. So these guys are killing it, actually. You know, the more you want to watch, the more good pool you can see out there, the more people want to watch the game. So it would be great to see Rocky come back in this one as well. We're up 9-3 for that one. It would be actually really good for him and for I think Rocky's getting a bit uncomfortable. It doesn't get easy when you sort of not feeling very comfortable around the table, does it? Oops. Yeah, that's right. So James Misfit, he won the 10K first prize tournament in Adelaide 3 months ago. That's right. That's what I was talking about. It's.
Representing Australia very well. And Joey, I noticed there was a little bit of controversy when I walked in. It looked like they were talking about something with the combos. Was that what was the story there?
Yes. So the thing is that they were discussing about the combinations. The combination we misunderstood at the beginning. We thought that they're not playing combinations at all. Talking about 9-ball combinations. You can play any other combination for that matter. 9-ball combinations. The guys were not going to play 9-ball combinations, but it seems that they are, but they're not playing it on the 1-ball. So if you've got a ball in hand on the 1-ball, or if you've got an open 9-ball combination on the 1-ball, it's not considered. You can just 9-ball is respotted. You can call it. Well, you don't need to call it. Obviously, it's 9-ball, but it's just respotted. So yeah.
Okay, so if you had a 2-9 combination, that would count as a win.
Yeah, that would definitely count. So it's a good idea, actually. They're playing a couple of different sort of rules, just twisting their game around. It's nice.
With 9-ball, I think I actually prefer the whole combination rule with the 9-ball taken away altogether. That's one of the reasons why I like 10-ball so much, is because there's no flukes, and why would you have flukes in a game and a sport like this? So that's just my opinion on it. But I would have taken all the combinations for the 9-ball, the 1-9, 2-9, whatever it was, to win the game.
the thing about nine ball is that you can't take that away because that's the game, right?
Yeah,
So
100%.
the difference in the disciplines is just very interesting. That some people prefer nine ball, which is kind of like some people actually do prefer nine ball, and some people prefer 10 ball just because there are no combinations, or just because they're just like you or me or Vinny as well. And there's a lot of players who prefer 10 ball, and it's great to see that there's the difference in the disciplines is so big that you can't, if you take one thing away from it, it becomes a completely different game. So
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, with what's going on in Sydney at the moment, what the guys have achieved here, it's really good to see. And you talk about the different disciplines. There's so many different disciplines out there that are still not being played, like straight pull, one pocket. Danny's got very lucky there.
yeah, we just saw. Sorry to cut you off, Jonathan. It's he missed the 8, and he snookered Rocky. Rocky jumps all right. I think he's gonna be all right with this one.
Joey, is there any jump shots in two shot? Do you know?
No, that's what we were. That's what we were discussing yesterday. I think we were discussing the difference between American pool and English pool, and two-shot pool for that matter. The difference is the creativity that goes in. Rocky just to be fair, it was a good jump, so he does deserve that. That's Danny saying that, so he does deserve that. Actually, it was jumping balls is not an easy thing to do, especially at this point of the game where Rocky's beautiful putt, lovely finish. It's the difference in the score is remarkable. It's 9-3, 9-4 now for Danny, so that's kind of a bit far off match. It's good to see Rocky come back up a couple of frames as well. To go back to the subject about the English pool and the difference, or two-shot pool, the difference is the creativity of the game. It's not that two-shot pool is not creative. It's got its own strategy. It's got its own style. But when it comes to American pool, that's where you have the creativity in jump shots. You've got the creativity in whatever you want to do on the table, you can do.
Yeah, I remember I played in a two-shot tournament before. Kimmo actually got me to go to Albury Wodonga, and I played in that tournament. And to be honest, I love the game. And a lot of people say, they don't like two-shot or they don't like American 8-ball because it's not the same. They're just two completely different disciplines, and they should be both respected for what they are. And that's one of the reasons why I'd love to see something like straight pull come about and hopefully get into the game as well and start seeing people play for money. I think they're disciplines that don't get played much in Australia, and they've got a lot of merit to them.
When are we going to see you, Jonathan, play money game down here?
I still need to get a little bit more practice in me. I took a long break from the game, but since I've been playing again, I really have been enjoying it and not looking at taking it extremely serious, but definitely enjoying my pool again, and I'm sure I'll be having a game sometime soon.
I haven't seen Jonathan in probably we haven't seen each other in a 5-man team. That was like 4 years ago?
Probably about 4 years ago.
5 years ago, I think 2012 it was. So that was the last time I played with Jonathan here. So wow, that's been ages.
It has been ages. Time flies.
It's good to see you back.
Thank you very much.
It's a good shot from Danny there for the 2 to get back on the 3, and we've got it's a bit tight there. That should be easy for Danny to go up and down the table to take the 4 in the middle, but is the 5 on? That's the question. I can't tell from this angle. It looks like it's on. It's going to go up and down for the 4, and then, a bit too much for Danny. That did not even go in. Well, it's a bit unlucky.
A bit of an uncharacteristic use there.
I think he was concentrating more on the actual position. This is perfect. We're
definitely one of my
landed.
problems as well, just pinpoint position there.
That's actually perfect. You can go for the 4 and then 5 on the top. Rocky seems to be confident on this one, so I'm assuming that the 5 is on. Easy. He's going back up, so it might not have been on. I'm not quite sure why he would go back up if it's not on, if it is on. So I'm assuming it was not on. Yeah, this looks like a little cut. A little cut in the middle pocket. Yep. A little cut there, and then gets back on the 6. It's good.
Seems to have a very nice touch around the table, Rocky. I think that's something those two-shot players will bring. And when I played in that tournament and watched them play, they just really had a nice touch around and just not much movement of the white ball, just as little as what they needed, and that was it.
Kieran, Chinese temple. 8 ball is hard, let alone 10 ball on a Chinese table. But yeah, that's interesting that you say that. We're just gonna tell Philip, hi Philip. We're gonna ask Rocky that for you later on. Zaria is Go Danny Go. He's just the cousin. So hi Zaria. I'm glad you're all watching us. Not unlucky. Does that mean he's lucky? Yeah, not unlucky means he's lucky.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be trying to confuse us, you know.
Yeah, we are definitely confused, Nick. But let's have a look and see what Rocky's going to do with this one. He's got to finish that one to get. Oh, that's a bit harsh. But where it lands, well, Danny should be able to cut that in the bottom corner pocket. So everybody that's watching, we've got some people watching. Let us know your thoughts on the game. What do you think about the game? Who do you go for, basically? Danny cuts that and then goes back on the 9. Oh, that is pretty stiff. He might double that one or cut it, actually. That might be a nice cut. Danny looks like he likes cutting balls, so I think that's going to be a cut for Danny. Just got to watch out from that middle pocket. Way far from the middle pocket. No, that's perfect. That would be me. Cutting that going enough on the middle pocket. Yep. So we got a lot of boys over here having a game. I'm not sure what we've got. Justin's still playing. He's playing Gavin now. So that should be a good game just right over there, right next to the boys.
And Kimo's playing Andy Nguyen. Should be a good match.
Kimo's playing Andy. Andy?
He was playing Andy.
No, I think Andy's practicing on his own, actually. Andy's been playing on his own for...
Kimo was just having a match with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, then... See, he doesn't want to play. Andy is just practicing tonight for some reason.
Oh, right. That's Saturday night. Fair enough.
Saturday night on the table, tournament table with the boys, just practicing on his own. Yeah,
that's what it's required to be the champion, you see, just that self-practice.
You got to practice hard for this. Well, it's Nick. It wasn't an easy shot on the 3. He had to cut the 3, and you need to make sure that you don't go far off for the 4 as well. So, yeah, maybe I say unlucky sometimes, but yeah, it was a miss, but it was not something that you would, it wasn't a far off miss. It was just an unlucky miss. It's not an easy cut. That's the thing. You got to go back down to the 4, make sure you land perfect on the 4 to get the 5 off. So he's going a bit far off with his, the shot is not an easy shot. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I'm not too sure exactly which one you're referring to, but I think you might be talking the one where he landed in the middle pocket.
Just remember. Talking about the one that, the 3 that Danny was trying to cut the 3 ball to go down on the 4, which was in the middle.
Yep.
And then he missed that 3 and landed on the pocket.
Oh, right.
I would say that that's a bit unlucky for it to land like that on the pocket, especially when it's not an easy cut like that.
Yeah, I think he just got a little bit distracted as well. And like you said earlier, just worrying about the position rather than the pot. Easy mistake to make, especially in a pressure game like this.
Yeah, to be fair, it was a hard shot. Give us 1 second to see what's going on. Oh, the guys sorted it out themselves. They're going to go for... Burke is going for a safety shot here. I think that would have been an illegal break. That's what just happened. An illegal break.
Christie saying, go my brother Danny. It looks like Danny's got a bit of a support base in the chat here.
He does, and you see that safety shot that Danny just played, that's a perfect shot. It's not a little... Just reminding everybody, score is 10-4 and they're racing to 15, so it's pretty far, but it's still easy for Rocky to come back. That's a little messy. Ooh.
Really unlucky. That was a really hard shot to get out of.
Did he touch the 8?
With his cue. He's played a perfect shot, got out of the snooker, and then hit the 8 with his cue.
Very unlucky. That's very unlucky for Rocky. He's feeling the pressure now. It's 10-4 the score, 6 frames of difference. That's a big difference in a game like this.
But it's definitely still not over there. The scores are 6 difference, probably 7 after this one here. But still plenty of time left. It'll be interesting to see how Rocky handles this because he can still come back from this match. Seems like he's a very capable player and Are they playing another set, Jane?
I
Joe?
think this is going to be the only set. It is 500. So
Oh, right, so 500. Okay.
it is a big set. Yeah, it's a big game.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you want to give Danny Stone too much of a lead. He seems like the type of player where if he does get a lead, he'll start playing very freely. And when he's playing freely, he'll be unstoppable and he will be running racks regardless if it's for 500, 1,000 or 2,000. Very capable player, Danny Stone.
Danny's got the full focus on. At the beginning of the game, he wasn't as much into it, but now you can tell from the way he's playing. It's just he's got this full focus on. He understands what's going on. He wants to finish this. He knows that he's coming closer to that 15, and he just wants to get it done. And Rocky's reaction is just it would affect him negatively on the game now. It's not really the ideal reaction, and it would definitely give a more of a positive for Danny. So it's very psychological. This that you do, you're going to do mistakes along the way, regardless. Even if you're world champion, some mistakes are going to be done. So
100%. I think pool, as much as it's a game about queuing and precision, it's very much a mental game that affects you. The balls are waiting there for you to hit them. So when that happens, your mind's got a lot of time to think about the issues that are happening and everything that's going on except for the game. So it's an important skill just to be able to block them out completely.
yeah, you have to. It's not easy. It's the hardest part of the game. See, this one for Rocky breaking in off on the break, that is not going to make him feel happy. It's going to be very uncomfortable. Muzz, wow, Muzz, where are you? Did Muzz get married yet? Muzz, are you married yet? Not yet. When's your wedding, Muzz? We want to see you down at the pool hall. Are you coming down tomorrow? We've got a bit of frustration from Rocky's end now. Going in off on a break is not the best thing right now, especially that Danny is, oh, that's going to be a bit harsh. Yep, that's a perfect snooker. See, at the game point like this one, you got the score difference, right? And then Danny is very, very comfortable now because he doesn't, like that shot, for example. Danny is very comfortable with the frame difference, so that's going to give him a lot more confidence compared to Rocky. Rocky's going to be a bit frustrated. He wants to get back up. He wants to try to make that happen.
Let's see what Rocky can do here. He's got all the balls out in the open, ball in hand.
So we've got a New South Wales, sorry Jonathan, we've got a New South Wales pool boys joke. I think Danny put money on Rocky to win.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah, Danny's been calling out some of the boys lately, and I've been seeing a bit of that. And he's got his chance to prove it tonight, so we'll see how that goes.
A nice little kiss on the 5 there, just to give that angle.
Perfect landing. You need a bit of angle to get back up to the 6. Not sure when he's going to get back to 6 there. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. So just taking it easy on the air. That's what I'm used to. There's not much to do in this one. Perfect landing. Just going to make sure not to get unlucky. It was a bit too much. I think the speed of the table does not help, especially coming from a two-shot player. He's a two-shot player, right? When you play on a two-shot table, you know how the two-shot with the clock, it's the ball just stops. You'll be playing the shot. You don't need to put. It's just remarkable how Rocky can move from that pace to this pace in just no time. It's remarkable.
I think that'll be one of the hardest things, besides the white ball being a different size altogether. But still, even with that shot, I mean, I'm sure he didn't want to land that close to the object ball that he's going for, even though he's fine.
That's almost a perfect shot. That should be perfect. That's actually perfect. Yeah, he should be alright with this one. There's no need to go too far. 11-5. Rocky's trying to minimize that frame difference. We've got the boys still killing it on the next table, playing with the Cyclops balls for some reason. I'm not sure if we're playing Aramith or Cyclops tomorrow. Not much of a difference, Jonathan.
You know what? Yeah, I think there is a big difference in them because I had a long break from the game, and when I was playing, they were all Aramith. The Cyclops balls were sort of just coming out, and when I came back, everyone was using Cyclops balls, and I actually thought they had a completely different feel to it. I actually thought they were lighter, but I heard from Vinny that they're actually a little bit heavier.
I think they're a gram heavy. I'm not
quite
sure.
That's what I heard.
The difference is, well, sure. I don't mind. You know, the balls for me are very similar. It's just the feel when you're playing the cycle.
It is a different feel.
It's a different feel. I don't know how much it varies when it comes down to the actual. Obviously, it will vary because of the weight, but I mean, I'm pretty sure players will adjust to it straight away. It shouldn't be a hard thing to adjust to. Some players hate cycloballs, and I think that's more of a mental thing. It's when you say, "Oh, I'm playing cyclops. Oh, I don't like these balls." That's when it gets very hard for you to play them because the difference is slight. It's not minimal. It is slight difference.
Yeah, look,
but
I think there is a difference, but like we were saying earlier, it's such a mental game that, you know, you could tell people that you're playing with Aramith balls and they're playing with Cyclops balls and they probably would never say anything or never see a difference just because they've been told that, yes, they're Aramith. If all the balls were the same colours as the Aramith, they wouldn't tell a difference. But look, I think there's a bit of a difference to it, and since I've been playing the last 3 or 4 months, I feel like I've adjusted to it. There was a bit of a difference, I thought, but, you know, maybe that was just the rust coming out from my game.
some people actually have a problem playing with different balls, but some others don't really care. We've got somebody, I'm not sure who this one is, I'm assuming it's Breeze, Cyclop balls being used tomorrow. We just witnessed a great jump shot. There were 3 balls in between. 3 balls. That was such a great jump shot from Rocky. Puts the one in and then he's on the 2. I think he's going to go for a combination 2-5 on this one. I think that's Chris letting us, I'm not sure if it's Chris or one of the boys, just let us know who you are from Sydney's Pool Challenge Cash Masters, because obviously we can just see the group's name. Cyclop balls are being used tomorrow, so I think the 2 is going to go in now. Yep, that was a bit lucky, but you know, fair enough. He deserved that after that jump shot.
Yeah, no, that jump shot was brilliant. I saw Danny rolling his eyes at that shot. It's just another fluke that's gone in on the 9-ball game. I'm not happy with it, but you know what? Rocky needs a little bit of that luck at the moment, because if he can get a bit of a roll on, it's 11-5 at the moment, but it can be very, very close very soon. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. That's Chris. Thank you very much for letting us know. We've got Rocky now. He just doubled a great shot on the 3, landed perfect on the 5 with a bit of angle for the 6. I think he's going to put this frame away, Rocky. He's got to minimize the difference. I don't know why he's struggling on this one. I can see a bit of angle here. I'm not quite sure if he feels uncomfortable playing the 6 all the way to the bottom.
I think you could probably play this a little bit of bottom left, top left, and then come off the rail and check it back. But
that's the difference between the pool players and between two-shot player. As a pool player, I would have done exactly the same thing. I would have just played it top, a bit of top, just went rail back and then cut the 6 down.
He's nearly got away with that shot, but he's just put a little bit too much side on it. And I don't know, there's something I don't like about that shot, just using so much of the table, and you know, you really did need precise precision to get on the 6 ball then, and he got a little bit unlucky.
He actually chose the hardest shot that you could do on that. That could have been a lot easier, but that's the difference when you're not an American pool player. These kind of shots are the shots that actually save your life. The creativity of this game is exactly where creativity is important, is because you can actually, you know, there are some shots that you need to learn, but at the end of the day there are a lot of shots that you need to be creative at the time, at the moment of the shot. That's when it gets very creative, and what Rocky did was very creative in its own sense.
This will be a good test of queuing for Danny here. If he can just drop this in and just roll up for the 7, he should have this frame in the bag. And yeah, I think the difference between 11 and 12 would be massive in the whole scheme of things.
That was a good shot from Danny. We've got, yeah, he's on the 7. Thank you, Chris, again. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm enjoying actually this with Jonathan over here. It's good to have you here, Johnny.
It's actually nice to be commentating again. I haven't commentated in probably a good 3 or 4 years, I think, since I was doing it a long time ago for the New South Wales Pool Association. So
welcome back to pool, welcome back to the mic, and welcome back to all of that.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I wasn't even going to come down, but you know, I was just watching, and then coming back has been good.
Danny putting away that frame. Gets him on the lead, 12-5. Thank you, Muzz. Thanks, guys. It's so good to be here and just making sure that you guys get everything that's going on in this pool hall, everything that's going on in Sydney. We've got a lot of people watching. Everybody just let us know what you think about the game. What are your thoughts on the game? Do you want to see any special games happening? right. We've got Winnie Cliff Pool legend. All right, so yes, he is.
Thanks, Dave. I agree.
Yeah, we've got Rocky's breaking on this one. Rocky is a bit kind of tense. It's because it's not easy getting to this point, right? Your opponent is 7 frames ahead, and there's 3 frames to finish this for the opponent. So it's not easy. I can imagine how Rocky's feeling now. He's probably frustrated from the misses that he's been doing. See, 9 was almost going to go in on the break. See, exactly that. That's what we're talking about right now. Danny goes in, right? Danny's going to call the 9, but he cannot actually. He won't win the frame if he puts the 9. This is what difference the guys. This is the difference that guys are actually playing tonight. Is that no combination 1-9? He actually goes for the 1. I'm not sure if he went for the 1 or the 9, to be very honest, but I know that he did a great job there.
I don't know. I think he was going for the 1. He just did well. Landed very awkwardly. Didn't want to kiss that 8 ball. He just wanted to run down the table for the 3, but yeah, he just made a little slight error. But look, he's got plenty of chance to play safety if he doesn't have a cut on here, which probably the safety is a better option. Not according to Kimmo though, with his no safety policy.
I actually like that. I don't know about everybody. Let us know what you think about that. We started, well, no, I can't say we, but you know, I'm on the mic, so I got to say we. That's what I got used to when I was on the mic a long time ago. But the guys are starting this new game kind of thing with no safety shots, no flukes. Was it just calling?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was no flukes as well, but the main idea with it was no safety. So Kimmo's actually started a page. I think it's called the no safety page, but literally does not play safe. He goes for basically everything and anything. And it's not a bad strategy because, you know, you see some of the guys playing safety and, you know, they're literally stuffing up on their safeties and leaving them straight up. So
it's important to know that there's always a balance between those two things as well. Like there are some, I never used to play safety shots before, now I do. I've been practicing a lot, so I can see a bit of change and I can see the difference that it makes. You've got options and you've got certain percentages that you wanna actually. Jumping off subject, Jamie. Well, I just heard about that, and this is kind of crazy, but yeah, Jamie's. I don't know if we're gonna go public with this one, but yeah, I would love to actually start something like that for Jamie. But I'm not sure where Jamie is. I haven't seen him yet, but I hope he comes down, and we really want to see him. Well, he can't come down, obviously. He's in Villa.
Actually, I don't know the situation at all.
The situation, I'll tell you under the mic. So I don't know if we're going to go very, very publicly with this one, but we all love Jamie and we all influence. Yeah, we want to free Jamie, but I don't think that's going to be possible, unfortunately. Jamie, if you can hear us or if you're watching with us, let us know you're there. James, cash game. Yes, the boys want you to come down for a cash game. James is, James is from Adelaide, all right, and he is a great American pool player. And we always meet up with James, sorry. I'm thinking of Jamie now. We meet up with James when we have the big tournaments happening. We'll probably see you at the end of the month where the nationals are happening this year, obviously in Adelaide. Where else?
That's coming up in the next couple months, is it?
No, it's actually on the 24th.
Oh, this month?
I think, yeah, the 24th,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty big. Everybody's going to be in Adelaide for the weekend. Race to what, James? They're racing to 15. Score is 12-5. I think Rocky's putting away this one. Yeah, he's putting
away.
away.
Done really well to close out this rack. It's a rack that he really needed. He really can't afford to give away too many frames. Obviously 3 more and he loses, but you know, for each one that he gets closer to 15, it just compiles the pressure on him. So yeah, we'll see.
Mitchell Tucker. I'm going to try to get him down here. Mitch is over there. I'm trying to wave to Mitch. He doesn't want to come close to the microphone, so.
We'll see what Rocky can pull out here with his push shot. And push shots can be tricky sometimes. We'll see what he opts to do. Some people even play to jump shots, which I've done before. It's surprising how accurate you can be with a jump shot. For those of you watching that don't really play a lot of pool, a lot of people just scoop the ball, and but you can actually sort of hit down on the ball with an actual jump cue and jump and be very accurate with it. As spectacular as it looks, it's sometimes not the hardest shot to play if you know what you're doing with the jump cue. So we'll see what he decides to do here with the push shot. Might even decide to tie up a ball or just make another ball difficult. Just try to stop the run out. Basically the way it goes, the person coming to the table has the option to either take the shot or pass it back to the player that played the push shot. So now Danny's going to either take this on or give it back to Rocky. And it looks like he's going to give it straight back because he's left him snookered. Rocky's looked at it, he knew it was there. Danny had a quick look, but yeah, he's always going to give that one back to him. It's looking like he's thinking about doing just a little swerve around and trying to get some distance between the white ball and the one ball, or even play off the one into the five and pot the five. We'll see what he can come up with, but looks like he's got an idea here. Yeah, he's going to be jumping over the edge of the seven ball and trying to go into the one, into the five, into the corner pocket. We'll see what he can do. Big shot. And he's got a good contact on the one. That's the most important thing. But he obviously didn't get on the right side of the one to hit that five ball in. But good shot nevertheless. See what Danny can do. It's a nice shot there by Danny. He's created some distance between the balls. Got the snooker as well. Beautiful shot. Now we're talking about having no safety in the games, but it's shots like this that can win it for people. And welcome back. The Burglar's back on. Kevin Douglas, welcome, mate.
Hello, how are you, mate?
Very well, thanks, mate.
Am I coming in and say you've been on your lonesome?
No worries. It's all right. I can just talk for hours, mate. It's no dramas. Yeah, it's no worries at all. He's got out of another one with a jump shot. Danny's got a good chance of running out these balls and pulling away even further with only a couple frames in it. I think he'll try to get two rails onto the four in the same pocket. If you can get through these next three shots, it should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, I think that four would go. I think this is a shot that wins it.
Two-way.
Yeah, maybe trying to knock the six in at the same time. Yeah, just missed it.
Not easy off the back cushion.
No. I think that was the hardest shot of the rack. But Rocky's messed up on that one, so he's given Danny another chance. And it's these little mistakes that can happen throughout the match that you just can't give to people like Danny, because he will punish you. And when he's up there with the lead,
that's right. When he's in front, you're not catching him.
Exactly right. He
goes an extra 2 inches, takes him up to the 5.
And he's free and loose, and he'll get the job done. Don't worry about Danny. Oh wow!
Just got him a beauty there. That is a collegiate special. Stitched in on beauty.
No, you can't be blaming me, mate. I'm only new. It's like Rocky's just lost his chalk down his pants then and just popped it out.
I was getting excited there for a second. I thought, here we go, we're getting a shot.
this if you don't come off cushions.
Yeah,
Come off cushions.
100%. I've actually seen that a lot in the games that I have seen in the cash games. There's a lot of players that don't come off those two rails when just trying to come off one cushion across the ball that they're trying to land on, and just see everyone overrunning it all the time. It's never usually underrunning, they're usually overrunning it, just like Rocky did then.
Under the pump, you're trying to play it the safe way, but it ends up being the harder way sometimes.
Just a little bit of spin, let the cushion do the work. I mean, it's easier said than done. You know, it's easier just being behind the mic and saying that. You know, there's a lot of pressure out there for the guys. They are playing for $500, and Rocky is 6 frames down at the moment. So, but yeah, I think the shot there was maybe a little bit of bottom left, and then come off the one rail and just try to slide up. But do you think the heat's playing a bit of factor as well? It's really hot. I walked in here and within 10 minutes I started sweating. Like after sitting down, I'm fine now, but just walking around saying hello to people, I was sweating my. Now I'm struggling as well. I don't know what it is about some places these days. It'd be nice if the aircon was full on. Like, I'm not going to complain because City Heroes is a great event and they do a great job here. But
It goes off at 6.
oh, really?
I don't know about
Right, okay.
talking rubbish.
Look, I always thought that, yeah, maybe they've still got it on, but the amount of people that they get in here playing is a nice job by Danny. You really needed that to close that out. But yeah, the amount of people that are talking, playing is a lot of body heat, and that can change the temperature of the room. But Danny goes up 2 frames away from taking it.
Next to Walter for letting us play here. Letting us set up this equipment. Kimo,
Yeah, Walter, he's an absolute champion.
we're just going to start a fund. Everyone's chipping a little bit of money to buy Kimo some shoes. Any shoes. Socks, even socks. I'll be happy with socks, anything. Socks and shoes, half price.
I was speaking to somebody that was playing pool with earlier in the week, and they were wearing, they looked like thongs, but they weren't thongs. And I remember seeing them on a TV show, and they were like it's got a sole with a bit of rope around it. And
I'll take it. Sandals, even the thongs are on your bum. I'll take any thongs on Kimo's feet.
yeah, they're the shoes that they're like you're wearing shoes, but you don't feel them at all. Maybe you should try them for Kimo.
Oh man, how you walk around here up Georgia?
Didn't hear that, Gabriel.
3-point rule they're playing. When you're playing that,
Yeah.
you need a rep.
Yeah, you need somebody to be watching it.
Because when you're breaking, sometimes they come back faster before you finish.
Yeah, so what is it? You need 3 balls past sort of the breaking point, and every ball that goes in counts as 1. Is that correct?
That's it.
Yeah, right. And if it doesn't, it's just the next player's turn, and that's...
It's just their choice whether to send in or push
right,
out.
okay, yeah. It's a good way to do it, you know, especially when you're playing one ball on the spot, when you're getting those wing balls flying straight in. What's up?
9 on the spot, isn't it? But you're right.
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous 9 on the spot.
Yeah, it sure is. And you know, when I was playing a few years ago and then coming back now, we never used magic racks, and having the balls so tight together, you can really sort of know where all the balls are going to go. As much as I do like it, I don't like it as well. I do like the bit of the random factor in it, and I don't like sort of people putting balls on, you know, the exact ones they're going for in every rack. But
9 off the spot's not so bad.
yeah, good. Yeah, I haven't really. I don't think I've ever played 9 off the spot, so I don't even know what it's like. Yeah, good.
That's why the pros play, because even though they're going to get a ball, they're not sure where the other ball's going to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing.
Is that a gem?
That's a beautiful shot there by Danny. I remember seeing a tournament where Corey Jewell played into it, and he was playing one ball on the spot, and he was doing the softest break ever, and just running rack after rack. It was ridiculous.
It's not really. Obviously, it's very skillful, and the rest of the world wish they could do it, but it's just not fun to watch.
Look, he's a champion for running rack after rack, but just the little.
Even to work that out, right? He's probably spent millions of hours to work that out.
Yeah.
It's just not what it is. Oh, Joey's punted me. Joey's flicked me. I've been flicked.
I think she wants to close it. She wants to close it out.
Thank you, Gavin.
Welcome back, Joey.
Thank you, Jonathan. So, what's been happening is that Rocky is starting to feel the pressure, and the good thing about players that are actually he's got experience. The experienced players at a point like this, they know how to fight, and that's the most important thing about this game is that you know how to fight. When you're 13-6 down, well now 13-7, 2 frames for Danny puts up the game, but Rocky is fighting for it.
Yeah, and look, as we've seen in the last one, not the last one, the one before the last, is that they're both making some errors. So, I mean, I think Rocky's in a very, very bad situation, obviously now being down so much, and Danny only needs one more to be on the hill to win this. It just puts Rocky in a really hard position, but look, who knows? He's just going to take it frame after frame, as the old cliche goes, and see what he can do.
That is the main difference in that experience here is Rocky's played so many big games, and I think
Adam just talking about his shoes. Yeah, mate, I was referring to your shoes. The shoes you're wearing that don't feel like shoes at all. I really want to get Kimo a pair. I think he deserves a pair of shoes that make you feel like you're not wearing shoes at all.
I'm talking about Kimo.
Yeah.
I realized no shoes equals Kimo.
Adam is a gentleman that plays on my pool team who's wearing shoes that literally feel like you're not wearing shoes, and yeah, that's what we're talking about. We should get Kimo.
We've got Rocky on the 1 here. I'm not sure if Rocky's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna go for safety here. Oh, he might be going for a push shot, actually.
Yeah, so you don't really see this too often when you're completely on the one ball. It's still called a push shot, but yeah.
I don't know about you, John, but I would have played a safety shot on that shot. You had enough angle to play a safety shot, and as a 2-shot player, I would have expected him to do that.
Yeah.
Tell us your thoughts, people. What do you think about this game? What do you think about what do you think about the combination thing that they're playing? Do you think that it's a good idea to not play the combination on the 9 from the 1, and what difference does it make to the game? It's a bit.
I think that decision on the push shot really worked out for Rocky, but yeah.
Perfect shot on this one, Jono. It can get better than that. You got enough angle to go back down to the 3, which is perfect. Let's hope he does a bit of American pool sort of. Yep, that is exactly what he needed to do. Perfect shot. I'm not sure if the 9 is on. What do you think? On the 4? Would it be on?
The 4 looks like he's got half a pocket at least to sink it. I think he'll just try to screw back for the 4 in the same pocket. Or maybe he can just roll forward for the 4 in the middle.
He's going to go screw back for the 4 on the top pocket. Exactly right.
I'll watch that side pocket. Oh. Just keeps rolling and rolling on those tables.
Unlucky. I think there was a bit too much side. It did not leave that much side. You had a bit of angle there. Could have just lessened up the side a bit.
It has to be just put down to not used to how quickly his tables are. Joey, where do you play? You're from Melbourne, right?
Yes,
so,
I live in Melbourne. I'm not from Melbourne, but yeah, I live there.
So the tables that you're playing over there, how quick are they? Are they similar to these ones?
Actually, they have just reclothed as well up there, and they're using Andy as well. Over here, I think they're using 800s. I'm not quite sure, but over there, they're using as well a different number of Andys. There's a lot of Andys in the world. Okay. They're a bit quicker than here.
Okay.
We just the guys just reclothed. I play at AK8, by the way. Shout out to the boys if anybody can hear me. They've just reclothed the whole tables, and they've got a beautiful 9-footer diamond table there that we play on all the time. That just got reclothed as well.
9-footer.
9-footer, and it's a beautiful tight diamond table. Most of the practice that I get on up there when it comes down to the games is on that table specifically, and that proved that you can tell the difference in the game. And the putts get a bit easier when you play on a Brunswick tournament table. It's not that these pockets are big. Unlike they're not big, they're really good. I think they're perfect size pockets, these ones, because they're not too big and they're not too tight. The diamond table is a very tight table.
Yeah, they are.
It's the speed. When it comes down to the speed, speed can work as an advantage and a disadvantage. If you agree, John.
Yeah. Look, and I think if you're a pool player, you probably like the fast cloth because you can do a little bit more with the white ball. We're doing less on the cue, so I think it's an advantage. I don't play a lot on very, very quick tables, but I definitely prefer to play on quick tables. So
So we've got Kieran here saying that it's almost a good idea. I think it should just be no combo on your first shot, post break. Not just lock it down to the one ball only. That makes sense because if the one ball goes in and there's a fall break and there's the 2 of the 9, I'm assuming it's the first ball that's what they're talking about rather than the one ball itself.
Yeah, like I haven't spoken to them. It seems like there's not a lot of clarification,
Kieran,
but I agree.
Yeah, Kieran, that's a good note. Is that we do agree that it's going to be probably the first ball that we're talking about. We're not talking about. Ooh, that was a lot of power in that break. I don't know. Rocky's a bit disappointed in that.
I don't think I've ever seen the white ball and an object ball go off at the same time.
That's there's a lot of power, that's why.
I wonder if that is actually due to the magic rack, because that's something that you don't really see, but maybe the little bumps that they have in it.
There could have been a bit of space between the bottom balls that would have made the ball tip over the rail. That's probably the most logical explanation. But there was a lot of power. It does not need that much power. The middle balls went down and off the table, which means there's a lot of power. I think that's too much power for an eyeball break.
That's a tough shot played there by Danny. But I'll tell you what, he's on the hill now. Rocky's got a lot of work to do to get this, and I think he's going to need to rely on a lot of luck as well. So
you can tell that the stress is kind of getting to Rocky as well. No, I don't play any two-shot. I've played it a bit of times, and I actually started playing two-shot when I first moved to Australia, and I love the game. It's a good game. I respect the game, but my game is American pool. Are you a two-shot player, Annette? And it's a completely different game. I have played it, and I know the tables, and I know the cloths, I know the strategies and all that, but it's just not my game. What do you think, Jono, about two-shot?
I've only played in one tournament, and when I played in that tournament, that was the first time I'd ever played it, and I actually made it to the next day and really, really enjoyed playing it. I thought it was a great game. It was really interesting to see the different things that you could do with the little small white ball that they play.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I played two-shot, I was representing New South Wales in state titles. Rocky just apologized for that ball. But he should relax now because he's got the 7 and the 8. It doesn't matter if you fluke a ball. This is 9 ball. Danny fluked a couple of balls. Rocky fluked a couple of balls. It's just the game. So you gotta just relax and finish the game. That's what you need to do at this point. Perfect. A bit more for that. Should be all right for Rocky to manage to pull that off.
He can come off 2 rails here.
He'll be fine. See, he's putting so much power in these shots.
Yeah, and I'm sure, I haven't seen Rocky play much, so I'm sure he's more than capable of playing that shot, but I just think just rolling it in with a little bit of top left and then coming across the angles, or coming into the angle into the 9 is the way to play.
Danny is on.
And there we have
Yep,
it.
and Danny gets it. That's a big game. That's a big game. Well done for both of the guys. They did a great job. It wasn't very easy for Rocky tonight, especially that he's not used to the clock. What do you think?
Oh, look, I think Danny's a hard person to come up against at the best of times, let alone if he's not used to the table.
Well deserved. He played really good, Danny.
It'll be interesting to see what Rocky can come up with tomorrow in the 9-ball tournament they're having here. So good practice playing in a match like this.
Yeah, so congratulations for both of the guys, and this is Jono and Joey on the mic.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for everybody who watched the game, and I'm not sure if we can get any of the boys to come up for a little interview. I'm not quite sure if yes, let's go do that. All right, so let's turn that on. Let me make sure. Does anybody want to ask Rocky or Danny? We've got the boys. We've got Danny. Rocky, would you want to have a little chat or not right now? So we've got Danny right over here. Danny, you killed it tonight.
Nah, it's a bit lucky there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean on the last frame?
Nah, a few frames there. Could have went either way, but yeah, the first few frames were pretty good.
You played pretty solid. It was a really good, solid few frames that you played as well. A few beautiful runouts, and
Yeah, I put a lot of hours into it before I played him. So,
you've been practicing a bit.
yeah. Yep.
Danny's been practicing a bit. And Rocky, good to see you down here in, aside here in Sydney. What are your thoughts about American pool? We were discussing that you're a great two-shot player, and what do you think about these tables, and what do you think about the play?
Tables are really nice to play on, super fast. Venue's really nice, but the only complaint I would have is I'm sweating like a Cheshire cat, and my t-shirt is dripping wet.
It is a bit hot in here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only downside, but yeah, no, well done, Danny. Played awesome, mate. So I didn't give you a fight, but that 7th frame when you fouled and I laid up instead of going for the out when I don't want to do, that's a turning point for me. I lost a bit of confidence, lost my rhythm, and
You were a bit unlucky. You were a bit unlucky on the breaks.
yeah. What was it, 3 bad breaks, didn't I? Turnovers. But no, hats off Danny. He played the better pool by a mile, so. And
I'll tell you what, people were watching and where everybody was supporting, and I think you guys did a really good job. It was a bit unlucky on a couple of shots. You're not used to the table. Have you played on these tables before?
just once, but been over here, but not.
After they got wreath cloth?
Before, no recloth, yeah.
Danny,
What is it?
do you play on these tables usually?
Not really. I'm more of a 7-foot player. I only play about once a month here on the 9-foots, but had a match, so I thought I'd come in yesterday and have a hit before.
I'm just wondering if Danny will give me a rematch at 2-shot 8-ball, my game.
Sure, Abel, are we talking about English pool?
Yeah, it gives me 9 start to 10. I'll think about it.
Come on.
Well, here we get it. We've got Rocky over here, and Dan, great job, guys. Everybody was watching. They were very impressed. Rocky's going to try to play Danny on a 2-shot. That's going to be exciting. Thanks, everybody, for watching. That was a great game. And I think we're going to see what's going to go on next. And if we have any games happening, more games tonight, we're just going to go find the big people. Where's Kimo? The big person. We're going to find Kimo. Kerry, what did you think about that game? No, Kerry did not think about that game. Well, it is a bit.